Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm joining now. I'm still setting up a few things, but should be there in a second. Should be there in a second. I have too many things open. Hello. Okay. I think I'm ready. I have too many things open, but fine. Today is a bit of a... wait. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we are ready. Hello. Hi. I am ready. I am ready, boys. Hello, Constrabus. Hello, Hula. Hello, Fergus. How are you guys? Hi. So... under build system. Okay, so tonight I would like to work a bit on voice chat. We discussed about voice chat already in the past, and let me just check. I may have a guest tonight. I may have a guest. I may have a guest. I'm just trying to understand how exactly to do this, but you should be fine. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. We will see. Yes, I want to discuss a bit about voice chat, and maybe we will have a guest later on as soon as he's available. My voice is low? Okay. I hope there was no update on Windows, because sometimes when Windows updates my voice may be low. Let me see. Oh, no, it's okay. That's fine. I think it's fine. Because every time Windows updates, there is a reset on the microphone settings, and I have to reset them from scratch. Joy. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, one second, because I'm trying. I was actually in the middle of a test. I was actually in the middle of a test to see if this thing is kind of working, but I don't know. Let me see. Scripts build system. Scripts build system. Okay. Script build system VCP make. Okay, fine. That I have. Is this? He's still complaining about proto buff, but this seems to be a better command probably. I will explain you in a second what I'm doing, okay? No, because I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of something, and it is not very easy to context switch, but maybe. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's start from the beginning. Even if for starting from the beginning, I wanted maybe to have the guest in the house, but I see he's not available yet, so it may be available later. Potentially. No, it would write to me. If he's available, he will write to me. Okay, voice chat. What is voice chat, boys? Voice chat is the ability to speak in game, right? To speak in game with your voice or with a synthetic voice. You know, you can also use a voice changer, right? So you could have a voice that is different, maybe higher pitch, or with a buzz in between, or with a rocky kind of a rock effect if you are a cran or whatever, right? So I've been investigating a bit this topic, and actually there are different options, right? There are different options. The first option is Epic Games Online Services voice chat, right? So Epic Games is actually providing an online voice chat service, right? Perhaps I talk too much far from the mic. I have the volumes in my... I can see the volumes, and it seems to me that the volume is the usual one, so you may need to check your volume, because I mean, I can check if you want, but it should be fine. I think it should be fine. Check your volume, because I mean, I can check if you want, but it should be fine. I think it should. Yeah, it is kind of fine. To me, it's fine. To me, it's fine. So the first one is this, right? Is the voice. So Epic Online voice chat. Now, I don't have a lot of knowledge on this one, but for what I understand, he has some significant limitations. The main limitations are that the good thing is that it's closed platform, so it should work on the 3 platforms that we are supporting, right? And he enables, you know, to have one-on-one or group chat functionality, so during the match or in lobby. So basically the problem that we have with this is not allowing positional chat, and also is he has some restrictions, to my understanding, on the rooms. You know, what they call rooms. So and we may investigate this a bit, but I think let me see if I find Epic Games voice chat limitations. I think there was a room limitation. Use the voice interface, exactly. There was. Yeah, first of all, is working with the concept of lobbies. So you need to create a lobby, and that lobby becomes a room, and that room becomes, you know, the place where people are speaking. But there are also, let me see if I find a limitation. Exactly, usage limitation. Voice as interface-specific user rate limitation. For general information about throttling, usage quota, and best practices, service usage limitation. But you see that here you have a significant limitation, at least in the free version. But I don't know if there is a, you know, a different. But what they are saying is that the service limit is the max room size is 16 people. And the maximum request per user per minute, so which I guess is the join or disconnect, is 50. So I would say that is significantly. I mean, there are limitations. For us, this service is a problem. Okay. I mean, it's really not the good. The only good part is that it's working on the 3 platforms, but. Let me see if I already had a voice chat or not. Maybe we already had a voice chat. No, I didn't. Real mission. Voice chat. Right. Maybe we should make kind of a table, a small table where we only 16 1 6 per room, right? Per room. So every room is maximum 16 people. Because, you know, why is done this way? Is done this way because they think to a kind of a FPS game, right? Where you have 2 teams fighting each other, and maybe the teams are 5-6 people, right? And they want to chat between the team, right? So 6 people versus 6 people. You create 2 rooms, and you have the result, right? And you have the possibility to speak. So the only good thing is there is multi-platform. So let's say there is Windows, Linux, and Mac, and that is fairly good. Let me see if we can. Let me see if we can change this somehow. Can I have? I think I want to have platforms. Right, I want to have platforms, and I want to have maybe I can have it in another color, but I want to have platforms. I want to have position, let's say lobbies, I don't know if I want to call it by lobbies only, but I want to say lobbies versus, maybe we can say lobbies versus positional audio, right? Lobbies versus positional audio, because I think that this is pretty much the distinction at the end. And And then we have like usage limitations, right? Usage limitations. So Epic is running on Windows, Linux, and Mac, which for us is good. Unfortunately, is based on lobbies only, so it means there is no positional audio. And the usage limitations are these ones, right? The one that we have here in this thing. Maybe we can also have another parameter that is the possibility to manage the server, right? So if we want to be able to manage the server side, right? So server side. So because basically they have it as a service, right? They have it as a service. So you integrate the client side, but the server side is managed by them, right? So the server side is something that you cannot touch, you cannot change, right? So server side, let's say server side is as a service. Hello, coach. Good morning. The stream title is very exciting. Yeah, it's interesting, right? I'm investigating few things now. I don't know if it will happen, but I'm investigating few things, so trying to understand what I can do. So the server side here is as a service and is on their servers. So there is no way to right. Okay, there is another one. There is another one that is becoming popular, and is Vivox, which can actually be a solution to us. For us, it could be. It could be. So Vivox is actually a Unity service, but considering they spend the time to create the whole backend, they decided to do it also for Unreal, right? And I don't know if they have a logo or something. Yeah, they have this logo. They have this logo. Now I want the logo because I want to put it on. I want to put it on in my thingy. Okay. Now it's not as big as the other one, but fine. So the second one is Vivox, and one of the issue of Vivox, to my understanding, is that it's running on Windows and Mac only. So they have no Linux, right? They have no Linux, unfortunately. And well, and this I think is a problem for us, because it's a bit of a pity, you know, that so if we use this service, or we manage, you know, or we manage to recompile the client ourselves somehow on Linux, or we will not be able to use it on Linux, right? I remember in the past I've already seen a web page from MMO Guild who gives this kind of server with 5 or 6 of the same room for free. Some sort on SourceForge. I don't know, Hula. I don't know which one. Do you remember the name? Now, if I search Vivox on Linux, unfortunately, they are basically saying that they are saying that in the future we do anticipate developing for Linux, and the more games created for and ported to the platform, the faster the support will likely come. So basically what they are saying is that there was not enough, you know, market for Linux games. And so they are basically not interested in supporting it, right? So this is what they are saying. So maybe they will do it in the future, but for now they don't want to do it. And if I go on their website, I see that it's available on Mac. So the following requirement apply when working with the Vivox source plugin on macOS. So the lib native bundle must be renamed blah blah blah. Vivox native bundle, the bundle name must be changed. So, but anyway, you might be. So as you can see, it seems that is, you know, is anyway supported. They. Mac OS Silicon compatibility. The Vivox Unis SDK does not support the Mac Apple OS Apple Silicon architecture. For Mac user, the build setting is secure. The Unity target point is set to Intel. Okay, so it seems that on Mac they support the Intel architecture only, and not the Apple Silicon. So. I mean, it's not a big issue for us. I mean, we can keep it with Intel, and which is, by the way we are compiling our client at the moment, right? So we are compiling for Intel. So I think it's fine. We wanted you to make it sound source based on player location or containing group or chat to prevent this period being abusive. No, I would like to have it in I would like to have it a positional chat, positional voice. Let me just check if our guest maybe is coming or not. No. Pity. We said 9:30, but it seems that he's busy or something. Maybe he's not there. Okay. Maybe he's not there. I don't even know if because I'm connected to. I don't know. I need him to come back. I need to come back and let me know if connecting there is a good idea or not. But anyway, supported versions and platform. Why I cannot actually? I see. Supported platform and version. Okay. So here you have the whole list. iOS 10.3 and macOS 10.9 and later 64-bit without Apple Silicon. And they are compatible with Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Stadia, Windows, Xbox, and Xbox Series, which is very, very good. I don't know why not Linux. I mean, they have like every possible platform, including Stadia. I mean, come on. You have Stadia and you don't have that? Come on. So now what I want to understand is, I want to understand better how this works, right? I want to understand better the... Stadia. Stadia is the remote rendering thingy. Maybe check it Mumble. Yeah, Mumble is our third option. I have a space in my picture here. I have a space in my picture here. And this space will be for Mumble. Is here. He will be here. But so let's learn a bit more about this Vivox first, because I want to understand if they really do positional audio and how they do it. And the limitations, I checked it already, and are very, very reasonable. I mean, are very good actually. There are very little limitation. Okay, it's here. 3D positional voice chat. You see, so is in the technical feature, right? 3D positional voice chat. 2D voice chat, which is basically the lobbies. So there is the lobbies. The 2D is like the lobbies idea. They can also support the text chat, but I don't really care. Player control, give player control over the gaming experience with multi-NG volume management, muting volume management, and okay. Accessibility and SDK for the engine. So yeah, let's say the thing that we care about is that they have positional audio, 3D positional audio, right? Which is what we want. 3D positional audio and lobbies that they call 2D audio. This is how they call it, right? Which I think is a good name anyway. I like it. So you can have it this way or you can have it that way. You can have it both ways. And yeah, Vivox is compatible with Unreal. So it started from Unity because Unity bought it, but actually Vivox is compatible with Unreal and with Unity. So we don't have a problem for the integration. Now, in terms of usage limitation are very, very little, and I already investigated that. Let me see if I find it out. Exactly. So for indie developers, Vivox is free up to 5,000 peak concurrent users, right? So, which is extremely good. So up to 5,000 peak concurrent users, okay? Concurrent users. So We will rarely reach that. Maybe one day we will, I don't know, but maybe one day we will have 1 million concurrent user. But you know, at the moment, I think that 5,000 peak is very, very good. I think that the problem is that after 5,000, it start to cost, and it start to cost a lot, right? So that's the problem. I think he's not listed here. The pricing is in this other just wait a second, because I think this was showing up my credit card or whatever, because I tried to put in my order. No, but it was not here actually. Unity. Unity store. I think it was Unity asset. I don't remember exactly. Unity. I don't know why I don't find it. Vivox pricing. But I've seen the table. I've seen the table. I've seen the table. And I've seen the table, but I'm not finding it now. I cannot find it. For some reason I cannot find it, but it was there 100%. Yes, I think it's very similar to this one. So if you exceeded the 5,000, you start to be very costly. Like they are asking $2,500 per month, right? So basically you cannot cross that line, right? You cannot cross the line unless you have a commercial game that has, you know, significant money coming in. So let's say that after the 5,000 free, it becomes very costly. Above the 5,000 is very costly. I mean, obviously, if you have more than 5,000 people playing concurrently, probably means that your game is popular, and if it's popular, you can sell them something, right? So that's basically the point. Yeah, but it's like 2,000 per month, so it's very, very costly. I don't know why it's so costly. I don't understand, but maybe it's unlimited. Maybe you can, you know, yes, contact them and find the right price, but basically. Okay, as for the server side is the same, is as a service on their server. So basically we cannot manage in any way, right? So we cannot, so you are integrating their client into PlaneShift, and when you have the client integrated through their SDK, basically you just call a remote service, right? And I think the SDK integration, I think there is a video explaining this exactly. There is this video is explaining how to do it, and I think I watched this, or if not this, I watched something else. But basically you have to go to the Unity gaming service, you enable it, and you enable it by platform, and you see here that you have all the platforms available. So you may enable it for Windows, for Mac, for Linux, and then you finally download the plugin that is the plugin for that particular platform, right? And then inside Unreal, you find inside Unreal you find the plugin, and you enable it. And then you see here that they already have some code. Yeah, you have to add the project dependency Vivox Core, exactly like we did for other stuff. So you just add it to your project, and then you have to create a specific game instance, because I think the game instance needs to have some initialization. And I think in the game instance, yes, you have this joint channel and login. Now, I don't know exactly how they manage the authentication of the users and all of that, but I think that, as you can see here, you have like a voice authentication key that is associated to your game, and so basically people use that one to get in. Now, I think that this key probably needs to remain private or something. Otherwise people will how to say, will abuse it, right? Directional voice chat in code plugin, UA marketplace, embedded voice chat 22 days to get directional proximity chat for your multiplayer game. That's interesting. I can check it for sure. The problem is that also maybe they are hosting, huh? We can check it. We can check it in a second. We can check it for sure. So this guy's putting the key there, but as you can see, it's fairly easy to integrate. And then you have login token, login session, and you have your voice channel connected. Now, I think is a bit more complex than this, because I don't know if under the hood actually, because here we are working game instance, right? But in reality, it should be connected to the specific player. So I don't see in this example a voice component on top of the player, but somehow there should be, right? So I don't know, but anyway, this is an option. It is definitely an option. The third option that I'm investigating is actually Mumble, right? Because Mumble is a plugin. I mean, is a program that is actually dedicated to. I mean, it was born a long time ago, right? And long time ago, when there was, TeamSpeak and those other kind of programs, and Mumble was a good alternative to that, right? So he has his own client and is open source, so we can have the sources for the server as well, so we can compile our server. And so this is, to me, another good option, right? Maybe let me make this a bit smaller. So yeah, so I think Mumble is something that I started to investigate, and we switched to Mumble mid-2000. Yes, it has security certificate and such. So the good part of Mumble, I mean, we can investigate a bit, but I already investigated, and actually I have invited I have invited the one person tonight to join the stream, which is actually knowledgeable about Mumble, but it seems that it's not available. Or anyway, it's not joining. And actually, I have Mumble running. There is my Mumble thingy. I have it available here. Seems it's not available. I don't know why. Maybe he decided not to join. I don't know. I asked him to join. He said yes. So let me see a bit about the documentation. Documentation, developer documentation, server documentation, user documentation. So I think that. Oh my god! I forgot to have like this. Fine. Hello, Daniel. If you want to speak, you need to be a subscriber on YouTube, so please click on subscribe in case you are not yet. So you see that it's supporting Windows, Linux, and Mac, which is very good. So you can integrate with the 3 platforms. Now, I think Linux is probably the most complex one for to support for audio, because it's not that popular, I would say, in video games. But say the good news is that it's supporting Windows, Linux, and Mac, right? Supporting Windows, Linux, and Mac. I don't know if in the features is actually saying positional audio, but he has positional audio. This is my knowledge. So you did it. Nice, thank you. Thank you for that. I'm checking if I have because documentation, there is developer documentation. Yeah, and there is positional audio. Creating a yeah, you see they have positional audio here. So it is what we need, right? For positional audio, we need 2 things. Your position in the 3D world, the direction you are looking in. If you have access to the open source code of the game, export this to Mumble is easy. Use the link plugin. It's a third-party game. You have to extract a position from the running game. So you see that. Yeah, they are going even farther than what we need, because they are actually trying to use it for existing games, and so finding the heading, whatever. But definitely is supporting positional audio, okay, and is supporting lobbies, because actually, if you want, you can create a room, and that room is going to be fixed. So I think in this sense is supporting positional audios and lobbies. Can I help you out? I have no idea, depends on what is the question. And usage limitation, there is no usage limitation, right? So we don't have any usage limitation, so no usage limitations. Is open source, and the license, let me check the license 1 second. But I think it's probably BSD, probably MIT or Apache license. Let me see. License. Yeah, it's BSD. It's BSD style, so it's basically do what you want with it, right? So the only thing that they ask, the distribution is using source or binary form with or without modification are permitted to provide the following condition. The distribution of source code might retain the above copyright notice. This list of conditions the following disclaimer. Distribution in binary form might reproduce the copyright notice. This list of conditions the following disclaimer documentation. Okay. Okay, so it's a very simple, it's a very simple license, right? So very straightforward. So you can basically do whatever you want with it. So it's BSD style license. Do whatever you want, right? Basically, right. And we have here access to the server, so we can compile our own server, right? We can compile our own server. Now there is good and bad of this, because it means that then we need the server running, right? And we use the bandwidth, right? So we can compile our own server. No, we can. We have, let's say, we have to compile our own server and run our own server, right? So the bandwidth is our bandwidth, right? Which is one of the issue, but bandwidth is ours, you know, is our band, so it's at our cost, right? And positional audio or audio in general is using anyway between 20 kilobyte per second and 40 kilobyte per second. So anyway, you know, is significant. Okay, I mean, it's not that people are speaking all the time, right? So it's not that you have to it's not that you're speaking like always, but there are also public servers, but I need to check if they allow players. Yeah, but we cannot integrate with public servers because we needed to pass the positional audio, right? So public servers are there, yes, but they are working with lobbies. So you join a room like here. I have Mumble open right at the moment, and I enter in a free server. I can create a room and I can move to a specific room, right? But the room is like a lobby, right? It's like a lobby. So is a 2D audio. We want a 3D audio. So for 3D audio, we have to integrate it with our server, pass the information. But I don't know if then you can use also a public server. I have no idea. Maybe yes, huh? Maybe yes. Maybe yes. Maybe you can. So let's say the advantage, for example, of Vivox, that to me is very, very sexy, is that they pay for the bandwidth, right? So they pay for the bandwidth. So you can use it for free up to 5,000 peak concurrent user. Daniel, I don't know what you're speaking about, but you are like an inch close to be banned from the channel, okay? Just an inch. Just very, 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 very close, okay? So the possibility that you are going to say something stupid is like 99.9% at the moment, but let's see, okay? Let's see. Let's see if you can do better than being banned. Okay, so let's check maybe the one that you found. I think is a very good thing to see if we have on the marketplace. What did you search? You search positional audio? No, positional audio no. Directional, eh? Directional. Voice chat. Voice chat. Wait. Ah, voice chat. Ah. There are a lot actually. There are a lot, like voice chat SDK, directional voice chat, advanced VoIP voice chat system, EOS voice chat. Yeah, EOS voice chat is the epic one, right? Maybe this plugin is just voice chat pro close platform, simple VoIP system. Yeah, there are quite a bit. Easy voice chat. There are quite a few. Will be interesting to see if I search Mumble, here, does something pop up or no? No, there is Mumble Dream. There is the name of someone publishing assets, but no. But I think that voice chat is exactly what we need to search. Okay, let's check it. Let's check them one by one. 4-player audience voice chat SDK, next generation 3D voice chat for your game and app, Crystal Clear Special 3D engine integrated with EU4 and EU5. Really? I think if this is free, this is probably the client, and then they are hosting the server, right? This is what they do. So they are giving you free the client, and you have to pay for the server. But let's see. With Odin, we provide a complete out-of-the-box voice chat solution that's been designed to build from the ground up for gamers, developer, and publisher. Flexible feature and rich cross-platform. Reduce the development time by leveraging our best-in-class technology. Odin can be fully integrated with your product with ease. It's not just another. We love gaming. Blah blah blah. I don't know. This guy is. This is a new innovative voice chat. Okay. Free version for 4 players. Yeah, I can imagine. No, for 25 concurrent users. Up to 25 concurrent users. Is hosting a gaming voice server globally for day. We know. Spatial 3D audio. Okay, fully integrated with Unreal Engine audio sound. Fast integration, high reliable, scalable, cross-platform compatible, fully adaptable, zero bookkeeping, advanced filter for voice activity detection, gain control, echo cancellation, plugin audio capture. It's interesting anyway, but they are giving you, I don't know what they are giving you, but they are giving you only the client, I guess. And then I assume you need to buy the server side. Where is the here? You can check that. Sorry, because it starts my other browser. 3D voice chat for your game. Cloud Python software development kit. Unity, Unreal Engine, web. Yeah, but it doesn't tell me the features though. With support for special 3D audio support, as well as scalability. Simple multiplayer experience that allow you to play around Odin together with your friends and colleagues. Download the sample for Windows. Okay, so they have some samples that you can download as well, where they have the 3D voice chat. Yeah, it's still not. I don't understand what is the how much is the cost. Why is it so hard to get information on this site? SDK, Unreal Engine plays full blueprint support for you 4 and 5. Unreal Engine. Yeah, I don't know why they don't just explain, but fine. How does it work? Odin is a standalone client server architecture. 4-player hosts the servers, handles the network, and all your processes required for great communication. From your perspective, Odin is a pure client integration. You don't need to do anything server side. Yeah, you see. You don't need to do anything server side. So it's basically they are managing the server, right? This graph is allowing already multiplayer environment. You build a client application, the server component as usual. Once that is integrated into your game, the player's device will connect to the game server as usual. In addition to that, to the Odin server. Yeah. So basically, the voice is routed to the Odin servers, right? You can integrate Odin in single-player games. You can communicate video, augmented reality, conferencing solution. No. Okay. So there is the multiplayer game. There is the basic concept that you just connect. The multiplayer game. Yeah, I don't really like this lobby though, but because if they have lobby, I mean, but okay. World chat. The voice and sound from players should also be leaked into the world. Lobby players can hang out to find members. No. Yeah. Anyway, this is positional chat. They are really speaking about positional. Yeah. Anyway, it's positional. Okay, I just wanted to like read it in more detail, but it's really positional. Hello, Maker Real Things. Hi, how are you today? I have a question. How do you think I should start my level design? I must create open world game with modern city, but I don't know where to start. I have all the mechanics in the game, but stacking the level. Maybe good to talk about it. I think you should start to build the individual pieces more than the world, right? But in a real engine, you should search for if your game is big, you should search for word composition, right? Word composition with that in Unreal Engine 5, I think it's called world partition. I didn't test it yet, but I think it's called world partition. So basically you are splitting the game into multiple sub-levels, right? And the sub-levels are streamed automatically by the engine. So while your character walk, you know, but you still have to split your game somehow in pieces, huh? So I mean that if this is your world, right? If this is your total world, you know, you have to decide the certain parts of it will be separate, right? So you decide, I don't know, to have a city here, and there all this part is desert, and then I don't know, here you have a forest, and then here you have something else, right? So you will split, you know, in different maps. So map 1, map 2, map 3, map 4, and map 5, for example, right? And the word composition will bring those pieces together for you, and you can split them this way. So you can load only map 3, or you can load only map 4. But at the moment, I think you should build individual pieces, like the geometry of the building and this kind of thing, and then search for word composition. Yeah, you should start 2D top view. Start really top view. Top view, and start to design where you want things, right? You want to have a... And maybe start by placing the major roads, you know, the major roads. If you have major roads, they go between places. So what connects to what, you know? And maybe place the major point of interest, right? So if you have a point of interest, I don't know, you have, I don't know, a major city here, you have a dungeon here, you have, you know. So just do it simple like this at the beginning. From the top view, different areas, different biomes, and different, and the roads, right? And the roads, and if you have any blockers, maybe you should also say that. So if you want maybe an area to not be accessible, you know, maybe you have a blocker here, and there is only one entrance, right? And then there is another blocker. So all this area, for example, is blocked, and you can only enter by this entrance. You should also specify. You should also build it from the top. I think you should do that at the beginning. Okay, so this Odin thingy, so this thing is, we can put it in our list, huh? We can put it in our list. Since we analyzed it, why not? So there is it's called 4 players, and then it's called what? Odin something? 4 players Odin. 4 players Odin, and this is a marketplace thing. Is automatically, I think, multiplayer, because sorry, not multiplayer, cross-platform, because it's anyways running for Unreal Engine, and so I assume, I'm not 100% sure, but I assume that it works for Windows, Linux, and Mac. I read that they have positional audio. Oops. I read that they have positional audio, and they have 2D audio as well. I want to understand the limitations, though. I want to understand the limitation. Where is the pricing? Is there a pricing or there is no pricing? I don't understand. Why there is no pricing? I don't hosting. Okay, hosting very nice, but why doesn't it tells me how it does it, but doesn't tell me how much it costs? When working with on in hosted project, you need to register an asset key to be able to use the service with more than 25 users. To do this, navigate your customer, select the project. Next, click on, I don't know. The pricing doesn't exist. I don't know. Bro, I don't understand how they can have 1 million pages but not the pricing. No idea. Talk to an expert. Yeah, I want to talk to an expert. Talk to an expert goes here and you cannot talk to anyone. I don't know. Can you find it? Can you find the pricing? I can give you the address. Can you find the pricing in this page? Search pricing. Please head over our product page to learn more about pricing. Bro, there is no freaking pricing. Ah, is he? Is he here or no? Cloud hosting, self-hosting. They also have Vivox, huh? They also have Vivox. Ah, finally. Oh my god. Flexible pricing. The servers are hosted in the 4-player cloud with more than 14 locations worldwide. Trial, so free is up to 25 users concurrent, right? Wait. It is not what I wanted to do. It's too much. So I can type it myself. I can say free, right? Free up to 25 concurrent users, and then max 10k concurrent user, 99 a year. Seems to be very low. There's limited special offer for 12 months. After that, your subscription will automatically be renewed at the pro tier, starting at 0.19 euro per user per month. 0.19 per user per month. 0.19 per user per month. 0.19 per user per month. What does it mean? If we have 500 users, let's say 300 users. Let's say 300 concurrent user is 0.19 multiplied by that. Multiplied by 300, so it's 57 euro. It's 57 euro per month. Right? So it's 57 euro per month. Only for the voice. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, for a company, it's nothing, obviously. But, you know, For a company, it's absolutely nothing, but for us, it starts to be annoying, right? I mean, not that we have 300. I think it's kind of reasonable. Anyway, I think it's kind of reasonable. If you think about it, it's very reasonable. I mean, it's a very reasonable cost, right? It's a very reasonable cost. And this is as a service on their servers, right? So there is no... I think I need more space. I think I need more space, boys, because we are adding more stuff. But anyway. I mean, I can make the page as big as I want. It's not an issue. I mean, I can extend the page as much as we want. Okay, so this one anyway was a good finding. At least we found, you know, another competitor. Fine. Now, if we continue in our discovery, there was another one next to it, which was what? Odin also offered to run your own server for voice traffic. Yeah, I've seen that you can run their server on our hardware, right? But probably they will give you just the compiled, so you don't really have the sources, right? And anyway, you pay the same money, I guess. I don't know if it costs less if it's on your server. Probably yes. Okay, another one is this one, directional voice chat. Directional voice chat. It's costing 169. Okay, the easiest way to create directional proximity voice chat for your multiplayer game: host your voice chat server for half the price of VBox. If you have enabled C++ 17 in U4, then you can use it. Mini iOS version should be iOS 13. Mini Android API should be Android 25. We currently provide Linux server for the server side. If your game server is using another platform, we can use a VPC service to host. If you don't like the server side we provide, is just stand turn server. You can use other implementation to replace server side. What is this? Directional and proximity voice chat. Cheap to host. Direction and proximity voice chat, cheap to host, code module, embed voice chat runtime, number of blueprint 9, number of C++ classes 9, network replicated yes. Supported development, Mac, Linux, Android and Windows. Documentation YouTube. I guess the question is how scalable is this, but you marketplace embedded voice chat, directional voice, yeah, it's the one that I'm looking, no? To ensure your Odin server can handle even the most demanding workload, we also offer professional gateway installed on your premises. The gateway helps distributing clients, la la la. With on-premise solution, you can trust your business will have the resources you need to succeed. You should have read more into the hosting and home option. Let me see what this guy is saying. 14 minutes. Introduce embedded voice chat plugin. Edited version 9 months ago. Hey dude, could I hire you to set this up for us for a demo? Big Backend Studio. Does this work with a game lift? Can you Discord link? Why you delete it from the marketplace? I need to try it. It's not deleted, is there? They don't support proximity voice. Steam voice always background noise. Mumble will access your game memory and will be detected as cheating by some anti-cheat services. Well, in theory, no. If you embed it fully, why? Vivox is perfect for proximity voice and depurational voice if you have access to V5 version. But it's kind of unaffordable for any game team, especially for one-time purchase online game. If your player number will be increasing constantly, the income from your game will be constant every month, but the money we will charge you will keep increasing with player number. And because Vivox may not use the server provider you are using, which means... okay. If the voice chat service can be built in your game server, will be perfect. Hey, you have to pay for the bandwidth though, huh? Embedded voice chat. Embedded voice. This guy never speaks, huh? I mean, this guy made a voice plugin, and he has no voice on the video. Isn't that funny? Maybe. Initialize voice chat on the client. Set channel position, set up to the channel positional voice, set default input and output device. Get input device, set active device, get output device. I still don't understand how they do that. I mean, where is the positional part? Ah, it's inside third person character, okay. Yeah, it's inside third person character, so new player join, connection, connect. No idea. I don't know if someone used this already, but here is just explaining you how to connect. I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's interesting in case you start to use it, right? But yeah, I don't know. This one it seems to be relatively new, so it's only 9 months ago, and it's not very clear which technology is using, right? It's not very clear, so I don't know if at the end is using an existing library or what. I don't know why he's speaking about this game lift. I have set up dedicated server and game lift a few months ago. It's not very clear to me. Did anyone use this already, or there are 6 review? No full source included. Keep in mind that only headers and libraries included in the plugin package. If you need to modify the plugin code, it is not possible. I mean, not that you need, but no full source is a kind of a problem, though. No full source is a kind of a problem, but okay, let's put it in our list. Let's put it in our list. Why not? 360 directional voice chat. So in theory is Windows, Linux and Mac. He's saying that he's using positional audio. Now we cannot really test, but looks like. Limitations, there is no server side source code, which is a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but I don't know. It may be a rip-off of something else. So that's what I'm thinking. It can be a rip-off of something else, actually, but fine. Is 169 euro? No, dollars. One time. 0.05. 0.05 probably because it was originally priced in dollars and now. Right. So servers they don't have use your own, right? I mean, I don't know if I really care about the server side source code, but it basically means that if there is no server side source code, you will have to call this library and basically pass some parameters, I guess, in a config file. And then there is an API of the library that you have to call for changing the positional audio, right? I mean, the 3D position, I guess. So... okay. I mean, I don't know. I think he has a bit of a credibility problem, right? I think there is a bit of a credibility issue behind this thing. I mean, the guy was never speaking in the video, which is super weird. They don't give you, you know, source code for the server side, which is super weird. And they don't even have a website, right? So they have a Discord server, but, you know... it's kind of a weird... So who is the publisher? But who is the guy that is Multiscape? This Multiscape is what? Is the name of the person? Yes. Well, actually they have a number of plugins though. They created quite a number of plugins, so they are not really new, you know, to the 2019. don't know. There seems to be other plugins that they made. So I'm a bit more confident, right? Multiplayscape. The problem I think could be the performance somehow, but see, this guy is like you know, 6 videos. I don't know. It's just a bit weird. Multiplayscape, the easier way to make a multiplayer game. Maybe. I mean, they made some. The problem is that no sources, you know, means no maintainability. I mean, if for any reason this guy disappear, right, and we have no sources, and there is just one line to update, you know, we cannot update it. So no sources, I think is pretty tough, right? I don't know why it doesn't say that in the description, huh? They don't say that there is no source code for the server side. I don't know. I don't know. It looks a bit fishy to me. It looks a bit fishy to me, I have to say. I don't know why, but it doesn't click. I don't know. There is something weird. I don't have a good feeling about this one. Advanced voice over IP system. Advanced voice over IP system. Complete voice over IP chat system up to 164 player for multiplayer and real-time communication with cell phone, walkie-talkie, multi-band and frequencies. Okay, so there is another use case, but it is obviously not positional. I mean, it's kind of a one-on-one, you know, device to device. So I don't think we should even read it. He's saying proximity, positional, distance, voice chat, though. It's kind of weird. He's saying positional, distance, voice chat, but I don't know if he's. Bah. I mean, how can a walkie-talkie be positional? I don't understand. I mean, if you are speaking on a phone, you know, it's not positional. What do you mean by positional? Well, why this guy says positional? I don't understand. Bah. $39. I don't know. It looks a bit weird. It looks a bit weird. because he's saying we are only doing blueprints, right, and no C++ engine modifications. We only build an enhanced gameplay logic on top of what Unreal Engine gives already out of the box, right? Such as proximity. So I don't know if this is built on top of the standard EOS service of Unreal then. Because it's not very clear. Yeah, probably exactly. I'm thinking about the range of the walkie-talkies, but not really positional. So I don't understand what they mean by positional. Works on pixel streaming. What is pixel streaming? Is a hosting service of some kind? Pixel streaming. With Pixel Stream, you run a package on a Unreal Engine application on a desktop PC or server on the cloud, along with a small stack of web services that are included with the Unreal Engine. People connect using a modern web browser and platform choice when you consume mobile. So is the hoster. I don't know. It seems to be done for something else, right? So it is what I'm a bit confused. Service run game, create session, pick up radio, click on activate. Is a walkie-talkie? Yes. Left click, capture mic input and broadcasting. Is multi-band? Press key 1 or 2. Your color suit, select the call. Is it a telephone? Yes. Client, join session, pick up radio, click activate. I mean, it's the same as above. What? The picture below is identical to the picture above. Anyway, it's identical. He convinced me very, very, very little. He convinced me very, very, very little. Like nothing, probably, but I don't know. Epic Online Service voice chat. Okay, so probably this guy used the existing, because he's saying really EOS, right? Epic Online Services. EOS is Epic Online Service, so he's using that. And he's probably adding some UI on top of it, right? So I don't think it's 3D positional audio not yet available. Okay, at least this guy is saying it is not available. Right? This guy is saying it's not available, so at least... voice, login, logout, transmit to channel, transmit to specific channel, block player, set audio input, player muted, get player volume. Okay, but basically that's it, right? There is nothing else. Voice chat pro, close platform, voice chat pro. Works on U5, U4. You can integrate voice chat easily to C++. Team voice chat like in Counter-Strike. Proximity voice chat like in PUBG. Global voice chat in lobbies. Cross-platform Windows. No. There is no need to ever modify the existing project. Customer showcases. You always go to another Kingdom of Atom. Okay, someone used it in a game. So, I mean, they say that someone used it in a game. Video documentation, patch note, cross-platform, different voice chat, global team proximity. Compressed data with Opus codec. Hey, Opus codecs, I think, is the same one that also Mumble is using, because I was having some Opus issues just a few minutes ago. Server send data only to relevant client. Compatible with EU4 online plugin system. Choose microphone sample rate. 3D sound. 1 runtime module. Number of blueprint 3. Number of C++ classes 4. Network replicated yes. Documentation. Example project. Documentation example project. But there's a lot of people that did it, so the impression I get is that it's probably simpler than what I'm thinking. No Linux. No Linux. But if it works with U5 and U4, how can you have no Linux? Because it automatically works on Linux, no? I don't understand. Cross-platform multiplayer voice chat. Yeah, Linux as well. There is several voice chat modes. Every network optimized using Opus encoding. Servers and data only relevant client. It is intended to be used in can be used external LAN, cross-platform, Android voice chat, different type of voice chat. There is a Discord, which is nice. At least you can speak with someone. Install the plugin. Universal cross-platform voice chat. The server spawns an actor called player voice chat actor. It is replicated to the client. Then the client can start using it. Start speaking, stop speaking, and mute. Okay. There is one class. There is one component. You need to spawn one voice actor on each server for each player connects to the game. It's then replicated from the server to the client. Each client easily retrieves its own player voice actor with a static variable compared only with the local player controller. Okay, clean voice actor. Plus one needs to be spawned on server needs to be owned by the player controller. On post login spawn. Okay, fine. If you use seamless travel in game mode or another blueprint on server side, you need to spawn a voice actor, a controller, and travel is done. Okay, using voice actor. It's well explained. The good of this one is very well explained. I don't know. This one seems to have. I mean, it explained also the actors that are used and all of that. There is also a sample project. This one is interesting though, huh? Because I don't know, it seems very simple, but at least it's well explained. It's a bit less fishy than the other one, at least in my point of view. And I provided to the box things, other voice and chat don't do, so no need to add a component of blueprint, create just an PC. Anyway, it seems that this one is used. Is used and is used since few years because this is 2021, right? I don't know, this one seems to be a good one. I don't know why. I mean, the price tag is very low, but he has a lot of review written, a lot of question, a lot of answers. He's already running since 2021, and he's saying that macOS is not supported. Ay, ay, ay. Why macOS is not supported? What is the problem with macOS? I don't know. I think this one makes me. I mean, it seems to be a good one. Also, has been used by many people. Free for the month, Unreal Shop. We did it already, Ulla, no? I think we did it already. I remember we did it. I don't know, this one. And also, you know, given the price, we can just try it, you know, so it's not, we're not dying for that. I mean, we can survive. But it seems to be, I don't know why this Linux, this Mac says that Mac no, but Mac iOS yes. So Mac is not very clear. Mac is not very clear. Mac is not very clear if it's supported or not. I think but I can connect to the Discord and say positional audio yes, lobbies yes. There is a very low price and there are no other. Now it's not clear if it's connecting to its own server or if it's that is not very clear, but it seems no. It seems that it's probably just streaming. You know, it's just streaming directly. Right? We're not asking me if the game is open source. Hey, Hula, you cannot answer yourself. You can answer yourself, no? The answer is always the same. Hello, Velenat. Sorry, I didn't see your message. The new game will be open source. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't have an urgency to do it. You know, I don't. But if there any part that you want to know how it's made, I can show you. If there is anything that you want me to show you how it's made, I can show you. Or I can even give you piece of source code. Yeah, the quality of the audio seems to be pretty bad, by the way. But anyway, it seems to be working. You know, it seems to be working. I mean, it may not be the best ever, but it seems to be working. It would be interesting to see how they compress, you know, the audio and why it's not working on Mac. That's not very clear. To me, it's not very clear. And the good thing is work system if you can implement some kind of RAID. Some kind of RAID? What do you mean? Seems that here no one joined. GG. Pity. He said yes and then he didn't. Now I'm going to leave soon, I guess, but fine. No, what I see is that there are a lot of possibilities, right? There are a lot of possibilities. There is a very low cost. Is this 39.43? It's not very clear if there is a server side or what. It's not very clear. But it seems that you can run your own, you know, your own server, I assume, but it's not very clear. But I think yes. I think yes. Elder Scroll music, huh? I mean, this one doesn't look bad. I think I want to connect to their Discord and ask a few questions, but a lot of boss to kill, like usually in group only. The Valley of the Lion. Yeah. I connected to their Discord and I'm checking a bit what are the last messages. I see messages 16th of January, so today I see messages 14th of January. Yeah, but anyway, is active, huh? This one is active. Is active. I'm reading their chat. I think I will ask few questions, but it seems to be a good one to try, at least to understand how it's done, right? I think we can buy just to study it. You know, it's 39. I think it's very reasonable, so we can buy just to study the bit and understand how it's done. Let me say hi. I would like to integrate whatever, the Voice Chat Pro plugin into our game. I have a few questions. What is preventing this plugin from working on Mac OS? We release our game also on Mac. And the second question I have is the server side part of the plugin, or is it connecting to an external service? Do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions? No, because the question is here, right? The question I have is really the server side thingy that I don't understand how it is done. I think these are all the only questions I have. I don't know. This one seems to be a good one. Simple VoIP system. There are so many. I mean, there are so freaking many. I didn't realize there were so many. This adds a networked voice chat to your game using only blueprints. Ay ay ay. This VoIP is easy to use and ready to be integrated into your game. Ay ay ay. Only blueprints. He put it as a plus, but for me it's not a plus. Global proximity team channels are already available. Radios can be easily changed. Can join and leave game. Player list. Easy to use and customize. Clear blueprint optimized. Voice chat required to use Unreal Engine session. Voice chat requires to use the Unreal Engine session system. Very bad idea. Very, very bad idea. Whoever complains about the playing is literally because they don't know how they are doing. Yeah, also this one seems there are people that are saying it is working, but it doesn't say if he's compressing it or how he's compressing it, but it doesn't say. Is this Opus plugin available by default in Unreal? Because I remember there was F Opus audio info helper class to parse Opus data. So it's already in the engine somehow. This thing is already inside the engine, boys. Unreal Opus audio. Create an Opus header. Every memory writer, Opus identifier, Opus ID string, write serialize. Sample rate, write a serialize. Because I remember that Unreal integrated the speaks, no? This is what I remember. There was a speaks, exactly, speech compression. And I remember the speaks was integrated. No? Do we still have that 5.1? Do we still have that 5.1 system, boys? I just want to check something. Back with fresh, sweet. Very nice. Very nice. Because, you know, the whole I mean, the problem is not detecting the distance between player and player, right? So that is something that Unreal is doing already. So that is not the problem. So it's not the usage of the positional. It's not the problem of the positional. Well, in theory it is, because you may have proximity, you know, but do we have do we have a 5.1 sample project or not? We don't, huh? Okay, we create one. U5 test. No, U5 third person. U5 third person clean, let's call it. Can we put it in? Can we put in another direct? Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, here. Okay. Did I select third person or not? I hope so. I hope I did. Yeah, we will have to compile 3 million shaders, but it's fine. No, I want to see in 5.1, right? In 5.1 plugins, what do we have? So this freaking speaks. Speaks is not here, eh? Speaks is not here. Opus is not here. Voice, there is EOS voice chat. And there is this voice chat interface. What is it? voice chat interface. I think it's the one that is used with iOS voice chat. Yeah, for sure. I think it's the same one. I think it's the same one that is used. I think it supports the integration with the. Oh, interesting. So this thing is doing it already, boys. Hmm. I'm trying to find if they are compressing or not, or how they are doing it. It's not really explaining much, unfortunately, but you know the point is that it says that is it says that is having everything needed to transmit data as well, right? So muting and blocking and transmitting and receiving audio data, right? So it seems that is already supporting that now. Now there could be some examples of that. If there could be some example, it would be nice, right?
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Beta ID. If you aren't here, create a new desktop, like files, and then open config. Create a new folder. Need to make right click Windows engine.ios like that. And popular video. Now open default game.ios. A game. Now what you name this void a player controller. Now open default game.ini and paste this.
Did he enable any plugin or what?
Video of my channel. Yeah, add a VoIP talker. Get a reference to this. Name Now if the player state is valid, we will add a delay and retry after some time. Now after the player has been maybe minus 1.3 character. Now you can need an attenuation wood here. So this is the fallout distance. So the distance you want will this. So like you can keep this 3600. We also need to do one more step, and this is the chat system which we have made in the last video. Also, if you need toggle, you need to talk. If you want, create a wiki and toggle speaking. One more thing which I did.
Why?
So use this statnet. Follow this video I have just put out on the screen if you
So, so like this guy.
website positional voice chat system. Yeah, it's slow because my internet is very slow today.
GG. I don't understand if he's adding any plugin or not, but it doesn't
Like this.
doesn't look
Now
like
what you need
it.
to do is get to your, that means to your basically here. Listen for Android Mac folder, right document. Yeah, Windows engine.ini. Now if you are making for Mac, use this Mac engine. If you are making for iOS, this should be this, and the Android for this. Also one more thing, if the folder name should be this Windows, Mac, and this was the most popular video of my channel. So yeah, copy this for default engine.ini, paste it somewhere here.
Voice enabled through.
Now open default game.ini and paste this. Blueprint, create a player. Begin play a reference to this. Get a ref.
Bah. 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 Yeah, actually, this add VoIP talker exists, you know. It's part of the basic. Let me just see where it is in the code, in the Unreal Engine code. He's not opening it? It's not opening it. GG. Pity. I wanted to see where he was. But it seems he's not opening it. Yeah, but this part is, you know.
Reference to this state is valid. Register the plan. Now after some time, -1 or maybe -1.5. Voice, like it's a mic. Where do you want to attach the mic to the character? So cast, like any would do, get for. Now we need an attenuation. So go back here, create a sound attenuation, name this for fallout distance, this 30. You will notice this is to the voice is, just make this here valid and retry. Watching me in the next video, you can use this statnet for debugging purposes. I read it on the Epic forum, so I have just put out. Thanks for watching for this, but yeah. So no errors, everything is working. Thanks for watching and read. Yeah, this valid, and if it is not, add a delay.
I'm trying to understand what he's doing, but he's okay. I mean, if it was that easy. If it was that easy. It is identical to the video that we just saw. Absolutely identical. Absolutely identical. The difference is that that video is February 22 and this article is on 2019. But
Hello there. Can you hear me? Hello? Testing. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm moving far away and speaking. Hello, 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 hello there. Testing, testing. Okay, I'm coming back now, coming back. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. 1 2 1 2.
Interesting. I don't know, it seems that a lot is already embedded in Unreal, so... It seems that a lot is already embedded in Unreal, which is interesting, boys. Hello, Marcel. I know, make a real thanks. No, I thought it was Marcel coming in. I think it's not very well documented, but the it seems that the basics, you know, for compressing audio and sending it over is already there. Now the problem is how good or bad is that, and the fact that it goes through the same server, is it going to generate issues, right? So that's I want to see where is this VoIP talker. I think this VoIP talker is inside the the AOS subsystem, but I want to see where is it. But let's say we can spend time, you know, understanding it and actually trying to add code on our own, or we can just, you know, buy a plugin and see how it's made, right? So which is probably easier, but and I can do that. I can do that. I mean, I think the price of those plugins are relatively low, and we are searching, boys. We are searching across millions of files, hoping to find something. Hoping to find something. But why not? We can use that. I mean, we can make that example, right? We can make that example and then have it running from two different machines and see how it goes, right? It's taking forever, and I can't imagine why. Maybe I should have used yeah, but VoIP talker is for sure Unfortunately, if I click here, I cannot go into UK node, add component. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me in which subsystem is it. But we will find it, boys. We will find it. Come on. He's searching forever. Maybe I should just Google voice VoIP talker and a real VoIP talker and see at least where it is, because we saw the is inside engine net. Is inside engine net. So in theory I could go here. Engine net, no. Engine net, net voice config. Under voice config. So is it probably in public then? Voice config. So it's probably here. Yeah, you VoIP talker. Is this guy? Yeah, but this is only the interface. You see that this thing is not really doing anything. So I think it's relying on another system to actually do the stuff, because this is just setting up, you know, this is just a setup of the player talker, the mic threshold, the net ID. Get audio encoding. Wait. Here there is something, huh? Get max compressed voice data sites. Actually, here is working with the get voice sample rate. Yeah, these are all statistics that are It is doing something. I mean, it's more of a config than a real, right? But I mean, it's not really. I don't see where he's reading or sending data, but. I mean, we can. I don't. I'm confused on. I mean, this thing is fine, so it's just the setup, right? So it's just setuping this, is registering the register voice chat data to the player state. VoIP is currently in setup. We can't receive any voice data. We now need to assign the correct player state. Using the register player state node, we can assign a target pin to a promoted variable we created earlier. The other state we named VoIP. The only state pin, no. Microphone sensitivity, blah blah blah. But I don't believe that this is enough. I don't believe it. I don't believe that this is enough. Right? I mean, it would be so weird if that's enough. This guy is doing exactly the same, by the way. This guy is using exactly the same setup. He's identical. He's absolutely identical. Toggle speaking 1, toggle speaking 0. What is it? What the hell is toggle speaking 1, toggle speaking 0? Are you serious? It is very interesting. Yeah, it seems that the basics. It seems that the basic is there already, boys. The basic is there already. The basic. So I yeah. So I think Unreal is already capable, you know, of doing the basics. I think probably what it does not do. This toggle speaking, right? This toggle speaking. Should I search toggle speaking in the wall? GG. Should I search toggle speaking in the wall engine? But it's a console command, so I don't even know where is when it's configured. But basically, yes, it seems that the engine is already capable of doing that. It would be nice to know what is, but basically, as I understand it, right? Unreal is already capable of opening the mic and streaming data, you know, streaming data through the microphone. It's doing that already, right? And it's doing it multi-platform already, which is nice, right? The thing that I don't know if he's using already a compressor or not to go, you know, client server client. That I don't know, and this is why I would like to understand under toggle speaking if I ever find it. He's in player controller, and he's toggle speaking. Local player start networked voice. Start networked voice. Start networked voice. You see that he has an online engine interface that he's probably using as a default. So There is probably... He's probably using another subsystem. There should be another start networked voice, I guess. Huh? Yes. Get voice interface, voice subsystem, online engine interface. Yeah, but this is defined. It is for sure defined. Now the problem is in this mess is finding where that is defined, but yeah, but basically is the player controller that is toggling the speak on and off, right? And is calling the online subsystem that is already, as you can see, there is an online engine interface that is already capable of start networked voice and stop networked voice. So is already embedded pretty deeply into the engine, which is good. Which is very good, huh? You see that, for example, this one is a subsystem, right? Is an online subsystem dedicated to the Oculus Rift, right? So I think there is kind of a default online subsystem that we are probably gonna hit if I continue searching. I think we will be inside a default online subsystem, and it will have this. But then what I don't understand is where is the data going through? Ah, process remote voice packets. Process remote voice packets. Set the talking state for remote talkers. Decompress voice buffer. Exactly. Here is what I wanted to see. Sound wave procedural. Sound streaming. Sound streaming queue audio. Decompressed. I think what we need to find is this decompressed voice buffer to understand. Maybe it's written somewhere in the documentation. Maybe it will be simpler. I want to know where this decompressed I don't think it's only inside Oculus, right? It is? Maybe it is. But I think if I go under because here we are under engine, right? But in reality I should go under online subsystem, right? Like this stuff is under online subsystem. So if I go under online, why is not here? Engine plugin online. So this is under plugin. So all the online subsystems are under plugins. It looks like there is an online voice, but I think the online voice codec Opus. Opus voice compression. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah. So what I would like to know if he's going through this, but I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. Init voice capture, shut down voice capture. So Unreal Engine can do it, but it leans on server processing power compared to uploading to a dedicated VoIP server. Yeah, kind of, yes. But I think we can... I'm thinking, you know, if you can have a separate server anyway, but... yeah, let's say that offloading it to another server also for bandwidth purposes is a good idea, right? Somehow. Is a good idea. But I don't know. At the moment we are just, you know, exploring this area. It's not that I want to do it tomorrow, right? It's just that I'm trying to understand what are the options, how difficult it is, what is the market providing, you know, and things like that. Mumble can be the offloading solution. Yeah, maybe. Create voice capture. Create so. I think that our friend here is. But it's strange that there is no. Probably because the codec is defined somewhere in the ini files. I think that this codec is just an option. So I think if I search this voice code decoder opus inside of this, for example, I will probably not find it. Ah, yes, it's there. Okay, so that's the default really. If platform supports Opus codec. If platform supports Opus codec. GG. So this may be the reason, huh? If the platform supports so let me just take a few notes because I think I am because I think I'm losing this. If I don't save it, I think I'm losing it. And I don't want to lose it. And I don't want to lose it. Also because now I have to go. But I think that we did a good investigation anyway. Let me copy the full path. And let me copy the full path of this guy. Yeah, so basically now I cannot really write it well, but basically what happens at the moment is that you can create a voice object connected to the player controller. This is what I understood, okay? To connect to the player controller, you can use toggle speaking on or off, and that is creating like a stream of data that is automatically going server to client to server, server to client, right? And is using as a default, where it is supported, the Opus compressing algorithm, which I don't have a lot of knowledge on, but I understand it's probably a good algorithm just created, you know, for that. And so it's compressing yes, audio and everything. So it's open source, by the way. And it seems to be a good so this guy found probably a good algorithm, you know, to compress voice. But anyway, when that happens, then the engine is sending back and forth that, and that is already working now. I think the question is, what are the plugins that we have seen, you know, adding on top of what the engine is doing already, right? Because that's, I think, is the question that I have in my mind now, right? So what are these plugins doing on top of what the engine is doing already, apart from making it a bit more, you know, explicit, and maybe they add, you know, they have a small UI where you can click on stuff, right? Because these guys are, I understand, right? So these guys that are providing a service, they are providing things as a service, then I see the value because I offload the bandwidth, they pay for the bandwidth, right? I think it would be very nice to add another column that is actually the codec. I mean, if we know what is the codec, right? What is the compression algorithm? I think it would be good to know. The problem is that the investigation may take a lot of time, because I think, for example, these VVOCs are probably not using the same, right? I don't know if they're using a better algorithm, the same algorithm. So which kind of algorithm these guys are using? VVOX audio compression algorithm, no? VVOX codec comparison by bitrate, CPU usage, sample rate, and quality. The following table compares the 4 codecs with the Vivo SDK. Ah, so they have 4 different codec available that you can probably switch. So there is this Opus. That seems to be using 40 kilobyte per second. CPU usage moderate. GPU usage decoding cheap. Okay, so it's cheap at decoding and is moderate at encoding. Suppose configured could be rate between 6 and 128. Audio sample rate to 48. Audio quality best 20 kilobyte. So you have the better results with this guy, but you are paying some cost in the encoding, right? This is what but the audio quality is pretty bad, also because it comes out as a 8 kilohertz, so it's very, very low. Interesting. So actually VVOX is using different codecs. And you can choose them as they want. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to bed. Good stream, yeah. Thanks for the commitment to the project. Yeah, I think, yeah. I'm still very committed. I hope it will stay, you know? I never know. Maybe I change hobby and I stop doing plane shift, but I don't know. I hope not. But yeah. So yes, it was a good stream, and I think we learned quite a bit. I don't know, yeah, for sure I know way more than I was knowing, you know, 3 hours ago. So I have way more knowledge of this. And our guest didn't show up, but I spoke with him right now, and he told me that, yes, something happened and he couldn't join, but maybe he joins tomorrow, okay? And he will let me know. And our guest was one of the developers of Mumble. But we will see. Maybe tomorrow he will join. I will show him this table, I think. I will show him this table, and I will say why Mumble, right? But no, I want to be nice with him if he joins. But yeah, but basically that will be the basic question at the end. So to understand why, I mean, if we should really use Mumble, how easy it will be to integrate it, and because You know, I think that if Unreal Engine is already doing all the back and forth, client server, everything, that's already a lot, right? That's already a lot. So basically Unreal is already capable of registering a speaker, sending the data. Now, yes, you can change the codec, but... I mean, I'm really thinking if it's needed, you know? Is it needed? Is it needed? What this adds on top of what Unreal is doing as a default? Maybe it's the latency. Maybe it's the, you know, is the latency thingy, so that it's predicting better. Is predicting better the packets that are coming in, and is, you know, maybe having an algorithm, a better algorithm to avoid losing packets, or if they lose some, to recompress. I don't know. Maybe this is exactly what I want to speak about, to understand better the differences. Okay, I think I'm gone. It's really late. I'm gone. I have to go quick because it's super late. So I will just say bye, and I will go. See you boys tomorrow evening. Bye bye.